I'm about to show you how to get an epic $45 Pinot Noir for 15 bucks on the next episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. Hey everybody, it's Jeff. Welcome to another episode of Stay Rad Wine Blog TV. I'm chiming in with you because I've had this weird situation going on. Over the last couple of weeks, when I'm going out to pick up some food from my favorite Thai restaurant, as I'm waiting for the food to get ready, I usually browse through the liquor store that's right next door to it. And I've had my eye on this bottle of wine for a couple of weeks. I was cruising by and the name just popped out, Hirsch Vineyards. This is a pretty well-known site as far as really just epic Pinot Noirs along the Sonoma coast, just, north of San Francisco and Bodega Bay. And they're really known for just having some really just neat Pinot Noirs, and there's a lot of other wineries that source grapes from Hirsch Vineyards, but they themselves actually have a pretty nice profile of wines that they do on their own. And I noticed that this was this wine that was made special for the Ferry Plaza Wine Merchant in San Francisco, and proceeds were going to the SF Food Bank. Now, I know for sure that the Ferry building wasn't selling their wine through this random liquor store in Gilroy. It's something that came from somebody's collection. And I saw that they had 2 bottles, but there weren't any prices on it. So I was kind of looking online, and I see that this is a wine, this is the 2009. It was released in 2011. And I'm just wondering, how long has this been sitting inside of a liquor store underneath all these ultraviolet lights? And were they ever stored at good conditions? Was it ever stored on its side? And so it's really kind of a gamble when you think about wine that's not stored in these proper conditions, whether or not it's really going to live up to a price point at all. But when there is no price tag on it, it becomes really interesting to me. So a couple weeks back, I asked the guy that was running the liquor store, what was the price for this wine? And he was saying, I don't know. I got this wine guy that's going to come in and he's going to put a price on it. Checked in 2 weeks ago and he said, the wine guy hasn't come yet, but I'll get a price on it soon. And I check in yesterday and he says, my wine guy was here and he couldn't find that bottle, how much it was for. And he said, to be honest, this was something that the old owner had put out on the shelves. So this is a guy owning this liquor store that doesn't really know about this wine, doesn't understand about this wine. And here I am as a wine consumer, being very interested in this wine, but also very sketched out in the sense that I don't know how well this wine was treated. And there's no way that I would ever pay $45 for a wine that I believe maybe has been mishandled for the last couple of years. The last, going on 4 years. 3 years, but it will be 4 in 2015, which is coming up soon. And so I just said to the guy, hey, I'll give you $15 for it, just because I really don't know what's going on with it. And he's like, I don't know. I said, it's cool. If you ever want to sell it to me, I'll take it for $15. And I just start to walk out the door, and he says, okay, $15? I said, yeah. And he says, okay. So I went and bought the wine, and here I'm going to taste it for you, and let's see if it's any good. I do know that they have one more bottle at this liquor store, and if this is any good, I'm definitely going back. But again, this is a wine that originally retailed for $45, being sold at the Ferry Plaza Wine Merchant in San Francisco. So originally, those proceeds did go to the San Francisco Food Bank, which is a very awesome Bay Area organization. Color-wise, this is looking like your typical Pinot Noir. It's that really just super light. You can see me on the other side of it. That nice, burgundy color, almost kind of like a strawberry red from your angle. It's kind of nice with the light shining down over the top there. And on the nose, And one of the things that I look for if I feel like a wine might have been like mistreated is I want to look at that cork. And when I first opened it up, when I looked at this cork at the top, it seemed very like dry and new, which is scary. Please store your wines on the side so you can keep that cork wet. But when I turned it around, I mean, it looks like it did have a little bit of contact with that liquid over the years, just not a whole lot. So hopefully that stayed wet the whole time and it didn't start to turn all funky and grow some weird fungus. On the nose, there is that like earthy, barnyardy type of scent that you would normally get from a really good, awesome Pinot Noir. I'm not noticing any of those like funky, like cardboard flavors that I would think of from a corked wine. I'm getting like some strawberry and some cherry notes. I am getting some cola and some sassafras there, which I really do like. There's that crumpled up tobacco leaf. There's that really good like sun-dried tomato on the nose. So far, I'm starting to get really excited about this, and I almost feel like while I'm doing this video, I should send Kara down the street to get that other bottle for $15 and maybe I'll store it away. But the real true test is going to be on the palate here. So let's go for it. I'm very happy to tell you that in spite of all the odds, and maybe the other bottle is just messed up, but in spite of all the odds, this wine is really singing true to a high quality, cool climate, Northern California, Sonoma Coast, vineyard specific, this Hirsch Vineyards Pinot Noir. This is, wow, this is great. I haven't even given you any flavors yet. I'm just excited that it came through in a pinch. It actually, it's working out all right here. I'm getting that like, there's that earthy context that's always there when you talk about these just nice, cool climate Pinot Noirs. That leafiness, that forest floor, that tobacco, that mushroom type of stuff. I'm getting like these really high-toned like red fruit flavors, specifically like cherry and cranberry, and a little bit of that cola lingering in the background. This is a really nice wine, and I was just going through and looking at different reviews, and there was a review from 2011 from Richard Jennings. Shout out to Richard Jennings, who reviews a ridiculous amount of wine every year, and he had originally given it an 88. This is like a special cuvee that they made for the Ferry Plaza Wine Merchant, so not necessarily like a single like specific block within Hirsch Vineyards that can go up into that $80 price range, but still just some really good stuff that's speaking to just some awesome quality Pinot Noir. For $15 that I got it for, this is a steal. For $40 or $45 that if you can find it anywhere else, I think you're kind of pushing your luck there, but I mean, this is wow. This is very much like in that 91, 92 point range. This is great. And I'm really excited. I think what I'm going to do before I even finish the rest of this bottle is drive down to the liquor store and see if I can get that other one for $15, because that was legit. When is the last time you bargained for some awesome wine from a liquor store? Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Till next time, everybody, stay rad.
Stay mad at wineblog.com.